Mikayla Nogueira is a TikToker with 14.4 million followers. So quite a lot. She's a makeup influencer who's been receiving a bunch of backlash recently, and all of a sudden I feel like I've went in a time machine to 2018. Now I realise this is obvious for the people who've seen my videos in the past, but I'm actually a professional makeup connoisseur. I know the game inside out, alright? You show me a lipstick, I tell you what brand it is straight away. You show me a concealer... It is called concealer, isn't it? Yeah, concealer. See? I knew it. See that one right there? It stretches, apparently. So as a professional makeup connoisseur, I thought I'd put my 2 cents into this drama and tell you what my opinions are. Now, I'll be honest, the vast majority of this video is not going to really have anything to do with makeup, but since it's the most recent thing, I thought I'd give my opinions. But before we get any further, if you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so. I'm trying to hit 400,000 subscribers in this channel, and I think we're about 25k off right now, so any help would be bloody lovely. So here we have Exhibit A in the Mikayla Nogueira controversy, and as we can see right here, she's her eyelashes are longer in this one compared to this one, and people are wondering how can that be? So she's putting the mascara on right here, then we get a little camera cut, and then all of a sudden her eyelashes like that, which in my professional opinion, she's full of shite. Now, in all seriousness, I have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to makeup, which I realise might be a big shock to a lot of you guys, but I'm not a moron, and I can tell what she's just done right there is pretty impossible. And as we can see in the comments here, people are calling her out for wearing fake eyelashes at the end and just falsely advertising this product, which, yet again, I don't obviously wear makeup, so I don't particularly care or really know what's going on here, but what I do care about is influencers promoting stuff and just lying. It's a paid sponsorship, she's applying the product, lying about what it can actually do, and her viewers are going to see that, buy the product, and inevitably be very disappointed. She's scamming them, basically, right? She's lying in her review, putting fake eyelashes on, pretending that the product can do that, so people then go out and purchase it more, and she's just raking in the money from the brand. But do you want to know what's pissed me off the most about this situation? It's brought Jefree Star back.
Oh, I definitely have been hearing you loud and clear this week. You've woken up the motherfucking beast. And I'll be reviewing makeup starting again next week.
Well, the retirement lasted long. Honestly, if you listen closely enough, you can actually hear Shane Dawson in the distance smashing a window out of anger because he's just realised his new series on Jefree Star was completely pointless. But anyways, Mikayla, if you are watching this video, I don't really give a shit about your magic eyelash growing powers you seem to possess, but you brought Jefree Star back, and for that, I just can't forgive you. But yeah, that's like the big controversy that's happening because she keeps doubling down and saying that she didn't lie in the review when it's like blatantly obvious. And I mean, like, if it's obvious to me, imagine how obvious it is to someone who actually purchases makeup. But after hearing about this drama, I wanted to see what Mikayla was actually like because this was the first time I'd even ever heard of her. And then I did a little bit of digging. I watched the Do We Know Them podcast where they were talking about Mikayla a few weeks ago, and the stuff I found out was completely bizarre. So this video right here is my personal favourite, and it's Mikayla talking about how hard of a life she lives being an influencer.
You know, I'm feeling like a fucking asshole today, so I'm gonna fight back at people because I'm tired.
Yeah, go off.
I'm so tired. Every single day, I get up at 6 a.m.
Oh, God, that's early.
I spend about 5 to 6 hours filming video content.
No, you don't.
That ranges from 3 to 4 videos, and then I spend a few hours editing that video content. Then I have to work on my other social media profiles, whatever it may be, Instagram,
on
whatever.
Top of that,
it's fucking marketing.
That's crazy.
Then I'm in meetings from 12 to 5. I literally just finished working. It's 5:19.
5:19?
Try being an influencer for a day. Try.
I couldn't.
Because the people who say it's easy are so far out of their minds. Try it for a day.
Yeah.
It is not for everybody. In fact, it's for a very small handful of people.
Yeah,
who can actually
100%.
Because it's absolutely fucking insane. You do not want to have this job. I'm just saying.
No. The normal person could never handle it. I'm with you, Mikayla. She finished work at 5:19 for goodness sake. Like, how many of you have actually carried on working to the point where you can actually see it starting to get dark outside? I bet none of you. She recorded TikToks and then she edited them. And you're just sat here watching this video and you haven't done a hard day's graft in your life. Pathetic. Now, in all seriousness, these are my favourite videos to watch when influencers complain about their jobs, and I get it, right? It's maybe not as easy as what, like, the normal person would ever think, but it's not the hardest job in the world. But I can absolutely guarantee you that it's not as hard as being a doctor, or a lawyer, or an engineer, or something along them lines. Like, you've got it lucky. And by the way, that's not even bringing up the fact that Mikayla earns more money than all 3 of them jobs combined. It's actually reminded me of this clip I saw on Twitter the other day about a guy who was saying something about money. Let me find it.
If you're a guy in your 20s and
That's
you
me.
don't have a Lamborghini, you should actually sit down and have like a serious discussion with yourself as to why you don't have a Lambo.
Yep.
Because I realize now that it's so incredibly easy and there's so much money out there, and 200 grand relative to what is out there in circulation and what you can grab, especially now with AI tools that you can leverage like never before, 200 grand is chump change.
200 grand is chump change. And if I'm a guy in my 20s, which I am, and I don't have a Lamborghini, which I don't, I need to sit down. Why don't I have a Lamborghini? Nah, he's right, to be fair. If you aren't in the 0.00001% of the people when it comes to wealth, then what are you doing? It's easy. But anyways, back to Mikayla, because this situation in particular gets a lot funnier when you realise that Mikayla used to have the exact same opinion that she's now ranting about. Here she is in 2018 commenting on a Jaclyn Hill picture on Instagram saying, "Must be nice to be rich, and all you do is film videos for YouTube." But now she's doing it, she thinks it's the hardest job in the world. But to be fair, she also does TikTok, which I can imagine is very physically draining. Wait, does she actually do TikTok on top of YouTube? Like, let's have a look here. Okay, here, right, Mikayla Makeup, 300k subs. What's she posted? Oh, she, just re-uploads her TikToks, by the looks of it. Fucking hell, I mean, must be a hard job. Now, let me just say again, I don't doubt for a second that she works hard, okay? I get that, but the way she's going on about it is fucking mental. But another situation where Mikayla found herself in a spot of bother was when someone who actually served her at a restaurant posted a TikTok saying what their experience was like serving Mikayla. And spoiler alert, it wasn't a very good one.
I noticed someone come in, and that person was like Mikayla, like the beauty girl, you know?
The beauty girl,
anyone
yeah.
with a fucking phone, like, knows who this person is. Like, she's always on my For You page personally. So I was so excited, literally was shaking pouring her water glass. And I basically was just like, "We're so happy to have you here." Like, and her dad was like, "Who's we? Like, why are you, like, so excited to have her here?" And I was like, "Oh, like, everyone knows Mikayla. Like, a couple of us are really big fans of her work." And she immediately, like, gave me such a death stare and was like, "Thanks." Also, her Boston accent is 1,000% fake.
That's the real problem here. She fakes her accent, fucking hell. Lock her up and throw away the key. But also, I want you to bear in mind when we are listening to this story, because I realise you might be thinking, she could easily just make this up. No, Mikayla actually then goes on to basically say that this is true, and this situation did happen, so bear that in mind.
I don't know, I just remember there being more to it, but, like, she was just, like, very, very rude, and, like, I don't know, with any normal person, like, you can tell when, like, the table's energy is off, and, like, I could just, like, immediately tell that, like, she hated me.
So there you have it, okay? She served her at a restaurant, and then it turned out she was pretty rude, okay? We've heard this story quite a few times about certain influencers, and to be fair to Mikayla, at first, she actually apologised. She sent this very long message to the girl, and I'm not going to read it all, but she basically says she was going through a really hard time, and that she actually has anxiety and whatnot. Basically, the girl caught her at the wrong time, and that's fair enough, because F1 has bad days. So I wouldn't hold it against anyone if someone seemed a bit off on a one-time meeting, right? But this actually gets a lot more strange when this girl who's made the video didn't actually respond to the apology, and Mikayla was fuming about it. So much so that she actually took back her apology and made a TikTok just saying a bunch of shite.
By the way, if you saw that waitress story, yeah, she's full of shit. So, yeah. Fuck you, dude.
Fuck you, dude.
Free clout because
yeah,
she's fucking lying, but I did personally apologize to her, and she fucking left me on red. Very mature.
Very mature. Yeah, she makes a TikTok ranting at this girl who served at her restaurant. Also, I don't know if the accent is fake, but I love the idea that it is, because if it is just completely fake, just made it very strong.
But yeah, she's fucking lying, so. But I still apologize, because I never want to make anyone feel like I'm, you know, trying to be rude or anything like that. But no, she's lying.
I apologise about the situation because I didn't mean to come off rude, but no, she's lying about it all. Didn't even happen. It's not like she said you've killed someone. She just said you were rude one day at a restaurant, which you seem to have admitted, so I just don't understand.
I am definitely an asshole, but I am not rude. Well, I can be a bitch, but like, I'm not. There's a difference.
Okay, right, so she's an asshole, but she's not rude, but she is a bitch. So I don't really understand that. So if the girl made the exact same video, but instead of saying you were rude, she just said you were an asshole that day, would that be better? It's a really good defense, you know? I feel like this could hold up in a court of law.
The way she twisted and dramatized everything just was very unusual to me. Anyways, back to the positivity we radiate on this page.
Yeah, of course. Nothing but positive energy. But yeah, I just don't understand this response because the original video really isn't that bad. And she's saying that it's all twisted, but really all the girl said was that she came off a bit rude. It's not the end of the world. But either way, for the last bit of drama that Mikayla was involved in that I wanted to speak about, it's actually a situation with a drama YouTuber called Rich Lux. Now, Rich Lux actually made a TikTok about the fact that Mikayla's boyfriend's ex posted a TikTok, kind of about Mikayla.
When your ex starts dating someone TikTok famous, oh my god, make sure you follow me because I'm TikTok famous too now.
That is
crazy.
crazy.
Think about that drama. Do you think she's gonna spill some tea? You
I
think
hope
she's gonna
so.
spill some tea on what Cody's really like? If Cody calls her in the middle of the night, Mikayla, let me tell you about what she's doing. The tea girl, right here.
Honestly, I wish I had this energy for videos, because he's very into it, isn't he? But yeah, not exactly the craziest video. He's just talking about the fact that, like, the ex said something, and she didn't really say anything bad. She just said, when your ex is now dating, like, a famous person, which is like a whatever comment, right? Well, Mikayla actually responded to this, and as you can imagine, wasn't exactly happy.
You suck, dude. I fucking hate you.
She hits a lot of people.
And then, like, you can post about me as much as you want. Like, go for it. I understand you get lots of views, engagement, whatever, by talking about me, because I'm a hot fire topic. But, like,
and humble.
Don't fucking talk about Cody. Cody doesn't even have social media. Cody is a recovering addict. He is going through sobriety and AA. And honestly, the fact that you made a video about him, that's fucking.
So as you can see, she mentions the fact that her boyfriend is a recovering addict, he doesn't have social media and whatnot, so Rich Lux shouldn't have spoke about him, right? And from what I've seen, a lot of people seem to agree with what she said, but also there's a lot of people who think she's now weaponizing that fact to kind of defend herself against Rich Lux or something like that, right? I don't even know if Rich Lux knew the fact that he was a recovering addict. He might have knew, I'm not too sure. But the thing with, like, the fact he's not on social media and whatnot, this kind of ties into a lot of topics we speak about on this channel. Because, yeah, he might not have a personal social media, but Mikayla shows him on her social media. So the fact that she's so public about it is giving people a chance to have opinions. And that's not me saying that people should be throwing negative opinions, but if he is like a very private guy and doesn't have social media, maybe don't put him on yours. It's the same with the family channels, you know? Like, the kids obviously don't have social media or anything like that, but they're put on the adult social media, the parents' social media, and now all of a sudden you've opened them to a whole new world. So yeah, I think it's just something you have to be careful about, but the part that actually kind of rubs me the wrong way with this whole video here is what she goes on to say next.
There is no tea there. That is someone he went through treatment with, he met in treatment. They were both drug addicts. Of course. They've been through some shit together.
So she just mentions the fact that the girl who made the video is also a recovering addict, and just kind of like outs that fact to the world. Like, yeah, she might have got permission from Cody to share that information, but to just say that about the ex who's posted the video to like her millions of followers seems completely fucked up to me. Like, here you are saying don't speak about Cody because he's a recovering addict, and then you mention the fact that this girl is a recovering addict when we didn't know that information. Like, make your mind up. But yeah, either way, I would love to know your opinions on everything we spoke about in today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed my professional makeup knowledge. I know it probably helped you very much. And yeah, if you did enjoy the video, please leave a like down below, subscribe if you are new, and let me know any topics to talk about in future videos at my Instagram. It's @MARKIE, it's always linked in the description. And until the next one, I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, goodbye.